Well, welcome to cloudy Ashwaubeneon, an FRCC North matchup on tap. West De Pere, former Division II state runner-up, takes on Ashwaubeneon. Right here in Ashwaubeneon, it is September 7th. It is a good day for football here. I'm Johnny Rader, sitting and watching the game with you back at home. It's a good day here on Toss the Mic Sports Network. Ashwaubeneon and West De Pere have only met twice in the past 3 years. West De Pere coming on top in both games. Back in 2022, right in this stadium, West De Pere won on a miracle game-winning field goal, 15-14. And just last year, West De Pere took care of business in West De Pere, 43-20. Ashwaubeneon's looking for a better result, plain and simple as that. They finished 3-7 last year, and they did somehow make the playoffs last year. This year, they're looking to change that with a new quarterback at the helm. It's Malcolm McGrath. He has a little bit of underwhelming stats so far this year, but he is filling some pretty big shoes with Boone Kirst leaving. Boone Kirst obviously started for Ashwaubeneon for quite a few years, led the conference in regular season passing yards and touchdowns. The guy was legit, and Malcolm McGrath is looking to prove the same. West De Pere, on the other hand, they're coming off one of their best seasons in school history, going to the Division II state championship game behind their great quarterback, Duke Schovold. Last year, he played in 14 games, completed 63% of his passes, passed for an astounding 2,470 passing yards, blowing out any other West De Pere quarterback for the record by far. He threw 24 touchdowns and just 3 interceptions. That is a conference low for interceptions in playing the most games. That's quite impressive. That's one of the best quarterbacks in the state by far. Now, West De Pere, of course, is missing their best running back from last year, Najee Mitchell, all-state running back that's playing at University of Minnesota Duluth right now. He had about 1,900 total yards last year, 27 touchdowns. The guy was legit, and whenever teams turned on his film, they would look directly at Najee Mitchell and how to stop him. Now this year, they're going to direct that attention to Langdon Norgard, number 17. He has a PWO from Madison, UW-Madison that is, Western Michigan, and Colorado State. The guy is a Division I receiver, and you're going to have to double cover him at all times. Every team's going to have come up with a creative way to cover him. The guy is 10 times bigger than any other guy on this field, and he's not even the biggest guy on West De Pere. Look at Andrew Bumgart, number 0. The guy is also a Division I football player when you look at him. He has some Division I attention. Lindenwood, lots of others from Division II schools, and more. Moving back to Duke Schovold, he has some Division II looks as well, and Northern Michigan is the only one that's offered him so far. Great players on the West De Pere side. It's going to be a great game. West De Pere sits at 4-0 so far this season, and for Ashwaubeneon, they come in with a tough record, but a tough schedule. They played Kaukauna and Kettle Moraine to start off their season. They started off 0-2, and then they got their first win last week against Green Bay Southwest, 49-14. They sit at 1-0 in conference, so that's really all that matters. West De Pere is also 1-0 in conference. If Ashwaubeneon can pick up this win today, they will pass West De Pere in the standings and be in great position to make the playoffs. Every game is important, but this one looks vital for the Ashwaubeneon Jaguars. We'll be right back after this message for kickoff and the national anthem. Welcome back to Toss the Mic Sports Network. Johnny Rader here at the mic. Both teams are doing their introductions right now. West De Pere is at the 50. They do their normal flip, and now here comes Ashwaubeneon doing their normal home intros. They got all their guys lined up, and they're announcing it over the speaker right now. So we're going to go over our sponsors real quick. We are sponsored by Q90 FM, Christian Truth Radio, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tune into that. They got great Christian programming, great music, the positive music choice. Go on to that. That's a great radio station. And I also got another one, another sponsor right here, Radio GBX, the on-campus radio station over at UW Green Bay. They're in their early stages. I am their promotions director over there. So, it's a shameless plug, but hey, Radio GBX sponsoring Toss the Mic Sports. So the kickoff is coming up right after this. All right, the teams are done and introduced. That means it is almost time for kickoff. Both teams are huddling up their kick return team and their kickoff team. It looks like West De Pere will be kicking off to Ashwaubeneon. Ashwaubeneon wearing their green home jerseys. Pretty sleek for a Northeast Wisconsin team wearing green and yellow. And then, of course, on the other side, West De Pere is wearing their orange and black, their white jerseys, white tops, white pants. Pretty solid jerseys. And the teams are coming out to kick off some FRCC conference action. This is the Gallagher's Pizza kickoff, and Brandon Schaefer's looking to kick it off to number 17, Caden Martin, and number 8, Gus Newell. The kick is away, and it looks like Caden Martin's going to get an opportunity to return. The blocks are being set up, and 2 guys are unblocked. He runs it. He stopped at the 26, and he's pushed to the 29. That is where the Ashwaubenon offense will take it over. Let's meet the starters for the Ashwaubenon Jaguars. At quarterback, it looks like Malcolm McGrath will be doing the duties as usual. And on the defensive side for West De Pere, it's Andrew Baumgart. He is the biggest standout for that team. He leads the team with tackles. He leads the team in sacks. What else is there to say? The secondary, all new faces except for Carter Schmidt, who had 4 picks last year against Ashwaubenon. All right, the ball is ready to be snapped. And the ball is snapped. Handoff to Gus Newell. He takes it to the right side, and he's tackled down pretty fast. And it looks like Andrew Baumgart was there on the stop. Second down coming up. Second down and 11 for the Jaguars. And let's take a look at the West De Pere defense. Once again, their starters. We got Cruz Van Den Heuvel. We got the 2 new corners. We got, it looks like Adam Westberg out there. And Miller Marquette. And Ashwaubenon's going to line up in doubles to the left and a bunch right. And the pass is going to be broken up. And it's broken up by Miller Marquette, as mentioned earlier. The brand new sophomore corner out just this year in West De Pere. The only really familiar face, as I said before, was Carter Schmidt. He had 4 picks last year against this Ashwaubenon team against former quarterback Boone Kirst. That's his best game by far. Stands out on the stat sheet. Carter Schmidt gets picks, and most of them come against Ashwaubenon. So that's a face to watch today as Ashwaubenon comes out on 3rd down and 11. Doubles to the left here, and shotgun formation. Gus Newell splits out, and there's 2 backs in the backfield now. Takes the snap. Malcolm McGrath looks to pass. It is caught. Number 20 for Ashwaubenon. Tackled by Andrew Baumgart right there. And it looks like Ashwaubenon is going to punt. And correction on the name, that is Omar Rockwell for the Jaguars. So out to punt for the Jaguars. They punt it, and it's fair caught by Carter Schmidt right there. And the West De Pere explosive offense will take over right there. So, starting offense for West De Pere, it's obviously Duke Chauvald leading the way. Evan Ott, the first-year starting running back for West De Pere. Benjamin Lemerond, the speedster, and Langdon Norgard on the other side. And for the tight end, Joey Riesenberg, former receiver last year, takes the starting tight end spot, and he has some pretty good numbers so far this season. And here we go. West De Pere lines up in the pistol formation, 2 receivers to either side here. And it looks like they will take the snap from there. Hard count. Duke Chauvald looks to the sideline to his coaches for the next call. And it looks like they'll stay in the pistol formation. Duke Chauvald, snap down, handoff. Evan Ott takes it up the middle, and he gets 8 yards. That's a good run for West De Pere. And their O-line right there. It's going to be a 2nd down and 2 coming up for the West De Pere offense. If they can run the ball like that the rest of the game, I don't think Duke Chauvald will have to get his arm really used up today. It's going to be a rest day if he can run the ball like that. Evan Ott, the first-year running back. Behind Najee Mitchell last year, he got a good amount of touches, but man, this year the volume is going to go extremely up. So it looks like West De Pere is going to line up in the shotgun. Ben Lemerond goes in motion. It's going to be another handoff, Evan Ott, and this time Ashwaubenon has an answer. He's stuffed right there, and it's going to be a 3rd down and a long one coming up for West De Pere. So West De Pere, a whole bunch of new faces on the offensive line for West De Pere. Number 75, the only familiar face right here, Langdon Deshane on that state championship running up West De Pere offensive line. You could have compared last year's O-line to a college offensive line. But this year, lots of new faces on the line, and it's going to be telling what this conference schedule does to this offensive line. And the heavy set is in for West De Pere. Andrew Baumgart, number 0, is in the game. Looks like West De Pere is pretty clear on what they're going to do here. Snap is down under center. It is handed off to Andrew Baumgart. Stiff arms a man. He gets more than the first down. He gets to the 48 of Ashwaubenon. What a run from Andrew Baumgart. I got to see a replay of this. That is the textbook definition of a stiff arm from your big running back. He's got to get some more carries today after that display. What a stiff arm from the 4th-year running back. Okay, Duke Chauvald coming out in shotgun this time. A receiver to both sides. Langdon Norgard on the right. Brock Story on the left. He takes the snap. He's looking to pass for the first time today. He's flushed out of the pocket to the right. He's looking to pass, and what a throw. It is caught by Langdon Norgard. It is a gain of 5 yards. What a throw for a 5-yard gain. I mean, you're not going to see very many good throws like that only get 5 yards. He fit it between two guys. I mean, that throw should have been intercepted, but he had enough zip on that to get it to Langdon Norgard. Fit it between two Ashwaubeneon defenders, and they're looking to the sideline for their next call. West De Pere, one of the few teams in high school football, at least, that doesn't huddle up with all 11 guys. They look to the sideline for signals, and they will come out with an under-center formation right here. Duke Schovald, bunch to his left, and two receivers split out to his right. Motion, Ben Lemerond. It's going to be handed to Ben Lemerond. He is stuffed right there. Gain of maybe losing one right now. 2nd and 6 coming up for the West De Pere Phantoms. So overall, a pretty decent drive so far, but they got to get past this 3rd down and medium. Ashwaubeneon is looking for a big stop out of their defense right now. Anchored by number 6, Easton Hawkers right here, an all-conference pass rusher. Number 21, one of their better corners, Noah Drury. He lines up to cover Adam Lamers, split out in trips right now. Trips to the right side for West De Pere. Empty formation. West De Pere takes the snap out of empty, rolling out, tunnel screen to his left. That's Langdon Norgard. He's got some blockers, and he gets to the 30. What a play design from West De Pere. Just looks like a classic tunnel screen to the boundary side, and it works to perfection. Ashwaubeneon was not expecting a screen right there. Beautiful to the Division I wide receiver, 6'5". He used all 6'5" of that to get past all of those defenders. What a play design in total by Chris Greisen and the offensive staff over at West De Pere. West De Pere looking to hurry it up here. Under center here. Tight to their right. West De Pere showing run right now. Motion to the right. It is Ben Lemerond. They hand the ball off to Evan Ott. He's got the outside, and he gets 9. I don't know if he got the first down right there, but he looks like he got pretty close. It is going to be 2nd down and a long one, it looks like. So, I mean, if you bring out number 0 again, like they did on the last 2nd down, 3rd down, and short, Andrew Bumgard again. So West De Pere breaks the huddle right there, and they're going to line up in pistol. Got Langdon Norgard split out to the right, and 2 receivers to the boundary side. Takes the snap, fakes play action, and he's going to pass it. He's going to throw it deep, and it's going to be incomplete. Downfield to Langdon Norgard. It was kind of there with when you got Langdon Norgard in single coverage. I don't blame you for throwing it up to the end zone. It's going to be 3rd down and 1. I don't know if you throw in the heavies, and it looks like West De Pere will be throwing in the heavies. Andrew Bumgart comes onto the field, and an extra fullback. That's Isaac Castor, number 9. And the other fullback, that's going to be Andrew Kroll, number 21 for West De Pere. They also got their tight end, Joey Riesenberg, out there, and the single receiver out to the left, that is Langdon Norgard. So they line up, they're showing run right now. They got 2 fullbacks in the game, 1 running back, that's Andrew Bumgart. They take the snap, they fake it to Andrew Bumgart, they throw it, and it's going to be caught. Is that Isaac Castor? And I got to get a number on that. That looks to be Isaac Castor. And he gets it to the 2. He was looking for that touchdown. He doesn't get on the field for offense very much. If you didn't know, he also starts at backer for the Phantoms defense. And it looks like they'll be keeping the same personnel in for this 1st down and goal. They got 2 yards to go. And honestly, if you got Andrew Bumgart back there, Ashwaubeneon's got to be stopping the run first and foremost. And Schovald under center once again, takes the snap, hands it this time to Andrew Bumgart, and nobody's stopping him. He's got a touchdown, West De Pere. West De Pere strikes first. It is 6-0 here in Ashwaubeneon, Wisconsin. So the extra point team comes out. It's one of the better extra point teams in all of the state. They got Brandon Schaefer in to kick the extra point, replacing Bryce Smith from last year, the All-State honorable mention kicker, if I believe so. They both wear number 18. Number 66 was worn by Brandon Schaefer last year. He kicks the ball, and it's straight through the uprights. What do you know? And that will take us to the break, the first break of the game. West De Pere leads it 7-0 here on Toss the Mic Sports.